Story takes place in one of those places. In the winter of 2018, a wildlife researcher named Ethan Mercer was assigned to a small monitoring station deep in the Alaskan wilderness. The nearest town was over 70 miles away. No roads, no cell service, no neighbors. Just endless snow, frozen forests, and silence. The station itself was a simple wooden cabin maintained by the government. Ethan's job was straightforward: record animal migration patterns, maintain a few cameras, and submit weekly reports through a radio system. He wasn't worried. He'd spent years working in remote environments. The isolation didn't bother him. In fact, he enjoyed it. For the first 2 weeks, everything went exactly as expected. The cameras worked. The weather remained stable. And every evening, Ethan checked in with the Regional Communications Center using Channel 9. Then came the storm. The weather warning arrived shortly after noon. A blizzard was moving in much faster than expected. By sunset, visibility had dropped to almost nothing. Snow hammered against the cabin walls. The wind screamed through the trees outside. That night, Ethan completed his routine radio check. Station Echo 7 reporting. All systems operational. A voice answered. Loud and clear, Ethan. Stay warm out there. The transmission ended. Nothing unusual. At least not yet. Around 2:30 in the morning, Ethan woke up. At first, he wasn't sure why. The cabin was dark. The heater hummed softly. Everything seemed normal. Then he heard it. Static. Coming from the radio. The device sat on a desk near the window. Its speaker crackled quietly. Ethan frowned. Nobody should have been transmitting at this hour. He got out of bed and approached the radio. The static suddenly stopped. For a moment, there was complete silence. Then a voice spoke. Weak. Distorted. Barely understandable. Please. Answer. Ethan froze. The transmission sounded close. Not physically close, but close on the frequency. As though whoever was speaking wasn't very far away. He picked up the microphone. This is Station Echo 7. Who's calling? Several seconds passed. Then the voice returned. Don't let him inside. The signal cut out. Only static remained. Ethan sat there staring at the radio. The message made no sense. There were no other research stations within dozens of miles. And nobody should have been outside during a storm like this. He waited. Nothing else came through. Eventually, he convinced himself it was interference. A damaged transmission. Maybe even a recording accidentally picked up from somewhere else. Still, the words stayed with him. Don't let him inside. The next morning, the storm showed no signs of stopping. Snow buried nearly half the cabin's windows. Visibility remained almost zero. Ethan spent most of the day indoors reviewing camera footage. At around 4 p.m., one of the perimeter cameras suddenly went offline. Then another. Then another. The screens turned black one after another. Only the northern camera remained active. Ethan opened its feed. At first, he didn't see anything unusual. Just blowing snow. Trees. Darkness. Then movement. Far beyond the fence surrounding the station. A figure. Standing perfectly still. Watching the cabin. Ethan leaned closer to the screen. The image quality was poor. The storm distorted everything. But he could clearly tell one thing. The figure wasn't moving. Not even slightly. And somehow, it seemed to be getting closer every time the camera refreshed.